Good day. Well, let's see. It's nice and sunny. It's about 13. You can tell fall is around the corner because the mornings are getting cooler. And as soon as I start filming, it gets very trafficky. So today I had to drop my Jeep off at Costco to get a tire repaired. This friggin' city and the construction and just poor truck management is doing nothing but cause me grief. And the reason I say poor truck management is you see a lot of flat deck trucks driving around with the deck not swept off and crap falling onto the road. So the other day, coming down the road in 50th Street, east end of Edmonton, picked up a spike of some sort into a tire. This is the second time this has happened in 6 months. The last time, because of this, I had to get a whole new set of tires because they all go to match with all-wheel drive. And the other tires were getting worn, but not that worn. So from what I saw that was in it, it's kind of like it's not really a nail, but it is a thick piece of steel. So anyways, I thought I would just walk around the outside of the casino while I'm waiting. Casinos seem like pretty busy places, even this time of day. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, let's walk around the construction site here. Adding on to the hotel. Apparently putting in new roads over there. It's got to be one of the noisiest steamrollers around. Holy crap. Oh, can't believe how friggin' busy it is around here. Not the safest place to walk here either, but with them building out the road, there ain't much in the way of sidewalks. This hotel is slowly coming along, I guess. I guess this is the main drag on Reserve here. I'm not sure how popular I am, but I'm just walking along here anyways. Just got all kinds of construction going on out here. Casino must be paying off. Now, when I mentioned how bad the trucking industry is getting, we had some work we needed done on our building generator at one of our places, and we were bringing in a temporary generator. Well, before the generator even left the yard that our company rented the generator from, apparently it came off the kingpin and just about tipped in their yard. Well, checking to make sure you're hitched to your trailer, isn't that like trucking 101? My God. So that delayed them about 4 hours. And then, like I said, I see a lot of flat deck trucks that don't have anything cleaned off of their trailer, so they're just spewing junk onto the roads. And construction everywhere too. So who knows? I know where I picked this piece of metal up. It was through a construction site. Because as soon as I went through there, all of a sudden my tire pressure monitoring was binging. And then every kilometer or so I went, it would lose a pound of air. I was not happy. So I was going from one site to another for a dinner that, you know, I didn't necessarily have to attend, and ended up getting a flat tire. So 6-month-old tire. So come on, Costco road hazard, kick in for me. Well, there aren't any signs that say no through route. I know in Calgary, at the casino, it used to be the Sarcee base. There was a road you could take all the way through the reserve to get to the southwest part of Calgary, and they really frowned on that. But since they built the casino, now all you have to say is, oh, I'm just going to the casino. Because one thing that's appreciated is your money. Don't know where I'm really headed here. But I would just pop out here and go through to the, just walk through to the apartments here. Generally the roads on Reserve aren't that great. Here it's paved, but you get out into the more rural part of the Reserve and there's lots of gravel and dirt roads. So it's a good way to keep unwanted traffic off of it for sure. Nice calm day. Supposed to go up to 22 today, I think. And then like 28 again tomorrow. Come on, it's the middle of September. Don't need that garbage. Been dry though. So, good or bad, like it or not. Another demise of the transportation industry beyond trucking. I walked by a vehicle in the Costco parking lot and I couldn't really take pictures of it. Too many people around, didn't want to be too obvious, but tires on that car were as bald can be. And these are the unregulated vehicles that are picking you up to take you on your journey. On a rainy day or when it snows, that's just an accident waiting to happen. That should not be allowed, but the people that are driving Uber and Lyft are not used to the rules and regulations of our country, if you get my drift, or they choose to ignore them. I wore a jacket, but now I wish I hadn't. I am hot. Not sure where I'm gonna go here. Like I said, I have no idea where I'm going. These empty fields are turning into construction sites. Hey, look at this 80s car. The beginning demise of Pontiac, I guess. Looks in pretty good shape though. Pontiac Bonneville. It's got some paint issues and the roof is dented in, but overall the body looks solid. Wonder if it runs. No license plates and just sitting here collecting dust. Oh, there is a lot of rust in that rear quarter panel. Well, let's just walk around this building and see where it takes us. Just kind of making a loop around this playground here in this apartment building. It's not going to be the most riveting of videos today, but we're out and about. Finally getting over this head cold I've had for a week. Head's still a little stuffed up, but last week all I had to do was move a little bit and I was sweating, drenched head to toe. Didn't have a fever though, so just a useless cold. Thanks to my typhoid Mary wife. Picks up the germs in the school and drops them on me. See, someone's got a project going on here. Primed out frame. What is that? Looks like a little 350 in it or something. Chevy body parts, so can only assume that that's what this is. No issues with zoning here and bylaws. Yeah, there's really not much to see around here. So I'm just basically gonna double back and maybe go the long way around the casino over towards White Mud Drive. Appears to be lots of work moving dirt, or lots of jobs, I guess, moving dirt around here. Let's just pop across the street here. Golf and games experience. Okay. So adding more to the casino experience, I guess, here. River Cree. There was a huge controversy when they first built this casino about access to city water and sewer. They obviously got that resolved. That's a big hole. Good hole to bury somebody in. Not that I'm promoting that. Come on. Well, you do think deserts and casinos and disposing of bodies. Guess I've seen enough gangster movies. Now that on my TikTok feed, I'm finding I stopped on one crime show, old shows from probably the 90s, I guess, and now they pop up in my feed all the time, and I do find myself watching them. Just remember, it's usually the husband or the wife. That's who they first look at anyways. There was one that they basically vilified the guy at the beginning. Wow, his wife left him and he started to drink heavily, and maybe that clouded his judgment, and you know, being the manager of a bank may have led him down a path that he wasn't ready for. And then it turns out it was two other guys unrelated to this guy, and they had kidnapped him and forced him at gunpoint to let them into the bank. So they just slam this guy's character and then carry on with, oh, our apologies for that. Nope, just let that lie and then go on to the two guys who actually did rob the bank. That's why you gotta watch the media these days. Make sure you get multiple opinions and do investigations of your own, because what they're telling you on the one channel you like is not necessarily the reality. Didn't do much in the way of walking this week. Mind you, Monday and Tuesday I think I did 11,000 steps at work, so that's stuff I can't video for sure. So I did get the steps in and the mileage, and the stress level was amped up a bit too, so probably getting my heart rate going. Okay, let's cut through here now. She is dusty through here. Let's see if I can follow this tree line, kind of stay out of the construction zone. Trying to be somewhat stealthy and unobtrusive. I think that guy needs to put more water than that on there to keep the dust down. Like I said, it's been dry for the last few weeks, so dust is just a flying. So this is the north border of the reserve. This is the Enoch Reserve, by the way. White Mud Drive, just on the other side of those trees. And the road is in the worst condition there inside the city limits. As soon as you get west of, is it 231? Parkland has actually maintained the road and kept it pretty good. Actually, I did a bit of a walk on Sunday. There was a car show in the Baldwin community. Bit of a rough neighborhood, that one, but people came out. Not a lot of variety of cars or anything overly exciting, but I videoed it anyway, so you've probably seen that already if you watched it. And don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Ring the bell if you want notifications. Do what you're gonna do. What's this, one of those Nissans? Seen better days, I think, but it's not too bad. 370Z. I used to like the 270ZXs back in the 70s. That big long nose. Those Power Strokes over there are stinky. I don't know if you did some deletions, but the exhaust smell was palpable. Sexy little blue car here. A Stinger. Who makes Stinger? Got a big E on it. Is that like an upscale Japanese brand or something? River Cree Casino. The thing about casinos, as far as I know, they seem to make money. House always wins, right? They're planning for big crowds with this huge new parking lot. Beyond that building over there, I don't know if you can kind of see the teepee in the background as they're building a day surgery clinic. So it'll be interesting to see. I guess they have to, what kind of rules do they have to follow around Alberta healthcare, or could it be an all paid service? I don't know. Or is the fact that it's on reserve is meaningless? It's just the fact that they own it and they're running it. Well, if I hit 5K on this walk, I think I'll be lucky. But I'm out here and it fills in an hour, hour and a half. The place there is, I think it's Eat, Drink, Smoke. That's right, you can have smoking in restaurants on reserve. Has a cigar room, so maybe it's segregated, but you forget it's kind of a different world out here. Well, just about back at Costco. They haven't texted me that my car is ready, so probably go in and do some shopping. That's how they get you, right? I don't know about most Costco's, but I think this one has the worst ingress and egress around. Like, everybody's got to funnel out of the same exit, whether in the gas station or in the parking lot. There is one for the further east for exiting the parking lot, but there's a whole wide range of parking on that side of the building too. It's just a shit show a lot of the times, especially on the weekend. Still the cheapest gas price in town, I think, though. And cheap brand name booze. Well, as expected, not a huge walk. 4.5 kilometers, 7,000 steps. But we got a walk in for today, so that's good enough. Until the next one. This, my friends, is what they found in my tire. How in the ever-loving does that even happen? God. Nothing but junk on the roads in this city.